President Muhammadu Buhari to leave for US today. Aid to former President Jonathan. LAMBASTS President Buhari over comment on education. Rivers Executive Council members to be drilled over criminal concerns. And in sports, Mikel Obi optimistic of positive outing for Super Eagles at World Cup. I am Bennett Joshua with the AM News at Weekend. President Muhammadu Buhari is to leave Nigeria today for the United States of America. In a statement signed by the President's Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina, the presidency said Buhari will leave Abuja on 28 April 2018 on an official working visit to the United States of America on the invitation of President Donald Trump. President Buhari will have bilateral meeting with President Trump and a working lunch on Monday, 30th April 2018. The meeting is to discuss ways to enhance the strategic partnership between the two countries and to advance shared priorities, such as promoting economic growth, fighting terrorism, and other threats to peace and security. The meeting will further deepen the U.S.-Nigeria relationship as the United States considers Nigeria's economic growth, security, and leadership in Africa to be critical aspects of their strategic partnership. The President will then meet with a group of business persons in agriculture and agro-processing, dairy, and animal husbandry. President Donald Trump will host his Nigerian counterpart Buhari in Washington on April 30, and the meeting will focus on fighting terrorism and promoting economic growth. Reno Omokri, former aide to ex-President Goodluck Jonathan, has attacked President Muhammadu Buhari following his visit to Bauchi State. Omokri said that the president was busy lecturing on the importance of education in Bauchi when he knows nothing about education. He stated that Buhari hired 13 senior advocates of Nigeria instead of showing his certificates to the people. Reacting through his Twitter handle on Friday, Omokri said his former boss, Goodluck Jonathan, built 3 new universities and 23 Almajiri schools during his first year as Nigeria's president, whereas Buhari did not build any school in his first year as president. A member of the Rivers State Executive Council and Commissioner for Special Duties in the state, Emeka Onowu, is to appear before the State Criminal Investigation Department in Port Harcourt. Onowu was invited following a petition by the chairman of South-South Zone of Ariwa Consultative Forum and leader of the Northern Community in Rivers State, Musa Saido. Saido, in the petition to the Inspector General of Police, claimed that the Commissioner Onowu threatened his life over his stance against the demolition of Ahiamakara Market at Obunabali in Port Harcourt. However, at the meeting, Onowu denied threatening Musa Saido. Meanwhile, the leader of Northerners residents in Port Harcourt, Musa Saido, said he will go to court over alleged threat to his life by the Commissioner for Special Duties in Rivers State, Emeka Onowu. He said the threat on his life came as a result of a wrong perception that he is against the government of the day. Still ahead, INEC begins record process of Senator Dino Melaye, as Super Eagles captain Mikel Obi is confident of Eagles' brilliant performance at World Cup. And on the foreign scene, Korea leaders meet at landmark summit.
For almost a decade, the Nigerian army have given their all to ensure that our dear country is not overrun by Boko Haram insurgents. Some have in the process paid the ultimate price, while many will forever live with indelible scars occasioned by their determination to protect the country, no matter the hurdle. Despite these, they have remained resolute and undaunted, and today, all territories the insurgents once took control of have been recaptured and normalcy restored. And now, for the first time in a long time, the end of Boko Haram is foreseeable. Therefore, the wisest thing for the remaining insurgents to do is to surrender today or face total destruction from the army. Remember, the Nigerian army will stop at nothing to ensure that total peace is restored in all parts of the country. So, be wise and embrace peace today or get ready to be ruthlessly dealt with. This message is brought to you by the Coalition on Conflict Resolution and Human Rights in Nigeria.
Thanks for being there. Recall process of the lawmaker representing Kogi West Senatorial District in the National Assembly is to begin today. In the same vein, the Kogi State Command of the Nigerian Police Force has vowed to deal with any political thug hired to disrupt the success of the exercise. State Police Commissioner Ali Janga gave the warning in Lokoja. Janga, who spoke through the command's public relations officer, William Aya, assured members of the public that the exercise will be violence-free. He said this could be achieved when the public cooperates with the security agencies to ensure that criminal elements do not disrupt the process. He warned political thugs, as well as those who may not have business at the polling units, to stay away, stating the command's readiness to deal with any miscreant. Moving on to sports. Super Eagles captain John Obimike says that Gernot Rohr's men can make history in Russia 2018 World Cup. The 31-year-old stated that the three-time African champions will surprise the world by going further than any Nigerian team had previously gone in the competition. Nigeria's best placing in their previous 4 appearances at the World Cup was the second finish in 1994, 1998, and 2014. And Mitchell is confident that the present team will surpass that record. Nigeria will face Croatia in their first group match at the 2018 World Cup at the Kaligrand Stadium on Saturday, 16 June, ahead of their games against Iceland and Argentina in Group D.
Welcome to Living Treasures Academy. Enjoy a conducive and serene learning environment. Qualified and experienced teachers. Equipped computer laboratory and library. Secured atmosphere. Extracurricular activities. An all-embracing curriculum for total development of the child. Comprehensive education for leadership. Join us today from crèche to secondary levels. Living Treasures Academy, committed to excellence.
And on the foreign scene, the leaders of the two Koreas held a landmark summit on Friday after a highly symbolic handshake over the military demarcation line that divides their countries. North Kim Jong-un also declared that they were at the threshold of a new history. Kim said he was filled with emotion after stepping over the concrete blocks, making him the first North Korean leader to set foot in the South since the Korean War ended in an armistice 65 years ago. With the North atomic arsenal high on the agenda, South Korean President Moon Jae-in responded that he hoped they would reach a bold agreement so that we may give a big gift to the whole Korean people and the people who want peace. Kim was flanked by his sister and close advisor Kim Yong-jong and the North's head of inter-Korea relations, while Moon was accompanied by his spy chief and chief of staff. It is the highest level encounter yet in a whirlwind of nuclear diplomacy and intended to pave the way for a much anticipated encounter between Kim and US President Donald Trump. That's the weekend AM news on television Nigerian. The headlines again. President MUHAMMADU Buhari to leave for US today. Aide to former President Jonathan LAMBASTS President Buhari over comments on education. Rivers Executive Council members to be drilled over criminal concerns. And in sports, Mikel Obi optimistic of positive outing for Super Eagles at World Cup. Remember, work, 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 and then play. For all that a man has in life, he should enjoy. For there is no mortal business after life. I am Bennett Joshua. Good morning.